So imagine this. You're sitting at home minding your business, maybe scrolling, maybe watching a game, and your phone buzzes. You check your Ring app, and there it is. A man standing at your front door, gun raised, pointed right at it, like he's waiting on you to make the worst mistake of your life. Two of his buddies are in your driveway trying to steal your car. That's not just a bad night. That's the kind of moment that makes the calmest person suddenly understand why rage has a pulse. Your brain immediately splits into two people. The rational you, who's thinking,
call 911, stay calm, don't make it worse.
And then the primal you, who's already loading magazines and running through every drill you've ever practiced. Because that guy pointing a gun at your door, he's not knocking, he's threatening. And your instinct says, if I open this door, I'm dead, so I'll shoot first. That's the human reaction. Now let's break down what that really means. You see, this clip here, that's not Hollywood. That's Tuesday night in America, and this is the kind of situation that makes your morals, your training, and your bank account all start arguing with each other. Now, here's where it gets complicated. Every state has its own remix of self-defense law. Texas calls it castle doctrine. Florida says stand your ground. California says don't even think about it.
Not in California, not anywhere.
But they all orbit the same question. Did you reasonably believe you were about to be killed or seriously hurt? Sounds simple until 12 strangers on a jury watch your Ring footage frame by frame and decide if they would have been scared enough, because reasonable doesn't mean understandable. It means convincing to people who weren't there. Now, tactically, doors are a nightmare. They don't behave like targets. They deflect, splinter, and ricochet. You think you're sending a message to the guy outside and you end up writing an essay on your neighbor's car. Best case, you stop the threat. Worst case, you hit something you didn't mean to. Bullets are like lawyers. Once they leave, they go places you didn't plan and always cost you something. Even if you're 100% justified, that doesn't mean it doesn't leave a mark. You might save your life, but you'll lose some peace. You'll replay the moment over and over. The sound, the flash, the smell, the silence after. You'll wonder if you could have done it differently. Hollywood cuts to credits. Real life cuts to nightmares. And then comes the money. The lawyers, the retainer fees, the court dates, the civil suits from the family of the guy who brought a gun to your house and still somehow gets sympathy on the evening news.
How does that even make sense?
You can be right and still be broke, because in America, the right to self-defense is free, but proving it can bankrupt you. Justice has a deductible. So yeah, if someone's pointing a gun at your door, that's an immediate threat, but pulling the trigger doesn't end the story. It starts the sequel, the legal battle, the emotional recovery, the financial fallout. You might win the fight and still lose everything else. That's the reality nobody talks about enough. The Second Amendment gives you the right to defend yourself, but it doesn't give you immunity from what happens next, unfortunately. Being armed isn't just about being ready to shoot. It's about being ready for everything that follows: the cops, the courts, the cameras, the costs. Because the fight doesn't end when the shooting stops, it just changes battlefields. So, picture it again. You're inside, he's outside, gun pointed, two guys stealing your car. You've got seconds to decide. You could fire, you could hold, you could call 911. Every choice has a consequence. Some legal, some emotional, some financial. There's no universal right answer, only the one you'll have to live with. Because bullets don't come with an undo button, and lawyers don't work on commission. That's exactly why I'm a member of the USCCA. Look, when you carry a gun, you're not just preparing for the moment you might have to use it, you're preparing for everything that comes after it. And the truth is, the aftermath is where most people lose. Not in the fight, but in the fallout, the lawyer fees, the bail, expert witnesses, missed work. It adds up really fast. One court case can cost more than your car, your gun collection, and your mortgage combined. The USCCA helps make sure you're not fighting that battle alone. They provide you education, they provide you training, they teach you self-defense. They also help cover the cost of your legal defense, criminal or civil. That means your lawyer, your court fees, even the experts who testify on your behalf, covered. Because winning the fight for your life shouldn't mean losing your savings account. It's not paranoia, it's preparation. Because when seconds count, you fight for your life. And when it's over, USCCA helps you fight for your freedom. So hit the link in the description section and learn more about how to protect yourself physically and financially and legally. And even if you don't go with USCCA, I'd rather you go with something versus nothing. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you the full picture of what can happen depending on what you choose. So if that notification popped up on your phone, a man pointing a gun at your door, two stealing your car, what would you do? Drop it in the comment section. I really want to know.